This video is the part 2 of the CPT question solving from GATE. So this 11th question says that match the chemicals written in the left with the raw materials required to produce them mentioned on the right. So on the left they have given single superphosphate, triple superphosphate, diammonium phosphate and caustic soda. And on the right we have these options. So let's see how we can select the correct option with minimum time. So single superphosphate, we all know single superphosphate is rock phosphate and sulfuric acid. So one will be R. So let's see. So one R is, so only one option is given where one is R. So C is the correct answer. So see that we haven't completely solved the problem yet, we have got the solution. So let's solve this anyways for just the sake of knowledge. Triple superphosphate will be, so this is 1, R is 1. Triple superphosphate is rock phosphate and phosphoric acid. So this S will be 2. Diammonium phosphate will be rock phosphate, sulfuric acid, ammonia. This will be 3. And lastly caustic soda is brine. This is 4. So notice how easy questions they are asking. So again I will say that instead of making notes from the Dryden book, it's better to study the previous year questions and make notes from the questions itself. In this question, by solving this particular question, you know now that single superphosphate is rock phosphate plus sulfuric acid. Triple superphosphate is rock phosphate plus phosphoric acid. Diammonium phosphate is rock phosphate, sulfuric acid, ammonia, and caustic soda is brine. So like this you can make notes from each and every question which has been already asked before, and by studying them you are easily able to solve the questions which are asked. So now let's move on to the next question. This question was asked in GATE 2015. So now we will move on to the question number 12. So this next question says match the polymer mentioned on the left with the catalyst used for it to manufacture given on the right. So low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene, polyethylene terephthalate and polyvinyl chloride. And on the right we have the catalyst names. So low density polyethylene, we know the catalyst required for low density polyethylene is traces of oxygen. So one will be Q. Now let's try to eliminate the options. So this can be true, this can be true. These are false. So now we will try to solve one more. So high density polyethylene requires Ziegler-Natta catalyst. 2 is P. So 2P is C option. So this one will be correct. This is wrong. So notice how again we just solved the entire thing knowing 2 correct, and rest we don't even have to care to solve the entire thing. But we will solve it anyways. Polyethylene terephthalate, this one requires antimony catalyst, and polyvinyl chloride butyl lithium. So it goes with the option polyethylene terephthalate 3 will be S, that is antimony, and polyvinyl chloride will be butyl lithium catalyst. So next question is, so now we have this question. I am repeatedly telling all these questions are GATE questions. So this one says match the technologies in group 1 with the entries in group 2. Urea manufacture, coal gasification, control release of chemicals and deep hydro desulfurization. So we know, again we have options for this. So let's see how we can do it quickly. So we know urea manufacturing is Preeling Tower. So P is 4. So if P is 4, then this is eliminated, this is eliminated. These two are left. Now another thing is, now this coal gasification, this is gas solid non-catalytic reaction. So Q will be 6. So Q will be 6. That means this is the correct option. So we will solve the rest also for knowledge. So R will be 1, which means control release of chemicals is microencapsulation. Control release of chemicals is microencapsulation, and S will be 2, that is deep hydro desulfurization is ultra low sulfur diesel. So this is all about this question. So this question asks the decomposition efficiency of an electrolytic cell used for producing NaOH is defined as. They have given many options. I will not read the incorrect ones. I will just read the correct one, which is the option C. The decomposition efficiency is gram equivalents of NaOH produced divided by the gram equivalents of NaCl charged. Just remember this. So this next question says catalytic cracking is what type of process? The options are a hydrogen addition process, a carbon rejection process, an endothermic process and a coking process. The answer to this is an endothermic process. Remember, catalytic cracking is an endothermic process and the catalyst regeneration is the exothermic process. This question is very important. They have asked questions regarding catalytic cracking multiple number of times. So remember, catalytic cracking is endothermic and the catalyst regeneration, that is exothermic. So the next question is, which of the following statements are correct? Which of the following statement is correct? So 4 statements are given. They are asking to choose the correct one. So major component of biodiesel are triglyceride. Biodiesel is essentially a mixture of ethyl ester. This is correct. This statement is the correct one. Biodiesel is essentially a mixture of ethyl esters. So no need to study the other ones. Just remember that biodiesel is essentially a mixture of ethyl esters. So let's move on to the next question. So this 18th question says, match the polymerization mechanism in group 1 with the corresponding polymers in group 2. So in group 1 we have chain growth polymerization, step growth polymerization. Remember, this chain growth polymerization is also known as addition polymerization. So chain growth polymerization is also known as addition polymerization, while step growth polymerization, this is known as condensation polymerization. Condensation polymerization. So now we are about to select the correct ones for addition polymerization. Polyethylene is addition polymerization. Polyvinyl is also addition polymerization. Polyvinyl chloride. So P will be 1 and 2. So the options are P1 and 2 is only this one. So this is correct. So this is the 18th question. Now we will go to the next one. So this question says, which one of the following sequences is arranged according to increasing calorific value? So they have given a number of options. The correct one is this one. This is the correct arrangement. So producer gas, then water gas, and then natural gas. So natural gas has the highest calorific value and producer gas has the least calorific value. So this last question asks the correct sequence of process equipment used in the production of sulfuric acid from sulfur by contact processes. So they have given 4 options. So we know that always the burner comes first, so this is no way possible. And also the last step is the 98% sulfuric acid absorption. So this is not possible because the last step is oleum absorption given. So it is between either this or either C or D. So now after the burner we have the catalytic converter, hence C is correct, D is also wrong. So the correct sequence is, let me write this because this is an important thing. First is burner, then we have catalytic converter. So the catalyst used in sulfuric acid manufacturing, which is oxidation of SO2 to SO3, is V2O5, vanadium pentoxide. Earlier platinum was used, but because it gets easily eroded, it has been changed to vanadium pentoxide. So after catalytic converter we have the oleum absorption column, and last after oleum absorption column we have the 98% sulfuric acid absorption tower. So up till now we have solved 20 questions. In the first part we have solved 10 questions, and in this one I have solved 10 more, so total 20 questions. In the next video I will again solve 10 more questions. Thank you.